Good afternoon and welcome. I'm John Darcy, the Director of the Open University in Ireland, and by the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the 8th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2025. I'm also pleased to welcome to today's ceremony our special guests and key supporters of the university who have made time in their busy diaries to join us today. From the university's Vice-Chancellor's executive team, we welcome Professor Ian Pickup, our Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Ben Lewis, Director of the Open University in Wales, Martin Boyle, Director of the Open University in Scotland, Niall Quinn, Honorary Doctor of the Open University. From Open SU, our Students' Union, delighted to welcome our President, Natalie Baker. A warm welcome also to, from The Wheel, Maureen O'Connor, from Aentus, Rachel Ryan, from Accounting Technicians Ireland, David Duffy and Gillian Docherty, from the Irish Prison Service, Fiona Dooley and Margaret Cafferty, and from our partner further education colleges in Northern Ireland, Elaine Nesbitt. You're all very welcome. But a very special welcome to our guest speaker, Mrs. Gillian Quinn, a very distinguished alumna of the Open University. Gillian, we're delighted to have you here with us today. Each year, the Open University awards a range of qualifications that you've all worked so hard for, from certificates of higher education to doctorates. For more than 50 years, the Open University has been presenting graduates for their qualifications at ceremonies just like this one today. For my colleagues, and certainly for me, these ceremonies are the highlight of our year because we're celebrating your success. Ceremonies like this are held in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and of course here in Dublin. You're graduates of the largest university in Europe, one with an extraordinary reach, scale and scope. But that success is down to what you, our graduates, achieve. Not just for the qualification you are presented for here today, but the difference that you'll make with that qualification. Now, it goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the lives of you, our graduates, your families and your loved ones, as well as the university and my colleagues, who I hope you feel have nurtured and supported you on your journey. So you could be forgiven for thinking that this occasion is so important it needs to be solemn. Well, you'd be quite wrong. In every sense, this is a day of celebration, so I'll be very disappointed if anyone crosses the stage today to anything less than thunderous applause or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support. Now remember, this is Croke Park. We're used to loud noise, so we want to be it big and proud. So with that in mind, could I ask all of today's graduates who are able to do so to please stand up. Families, friends and Open University colleagues, let's start today's ceremony as we mean to go on by giving all of our amazing graduates a huge round of applause. Graduates, you can please sit down again. Now that was all right. We need to get the noise a bit higher than that, but thank you everyone. There's one more way you can show your appreciation to your graduate who's here today. If you post messages or photos on social media, be sure to use the hashtag #OUFamily to share your congratulations and your celebrations with the wider Open University community across the globe. So today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who have gained higher degrees and first degrees of Bachelors of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws. They will be presented by Michael Barr, Assistant Director, Student Success and External Engagement at the Open University in Ireland. Tara Craig, Assistant Director, Marketing and Communications at the Open University in Ireland, will then introduce Gillian Quinn, who will deliver a short speech. We will then continue our presentation of graduates with those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees and diplomas of higher education. They will be presented by Emma O'Kane, Senior Government and Public Affairs Manager at the Open University of Ireland. I will conclude the ceremony with a final address to the graduates. So now I call upon Michael Barr to present graduates.
Presiding Officer, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with a thesis titled Locked Out, Gender Bias in Specialist Tactical and Firearms Policing and its Impact on Inclusion, Ashley Bennett. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Bioengineering Strategies to Enhance Synthetic Circuits Performances in Mammalian Cells, Mara Pisani. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled A Novel Framework for Assessing Unpaved Road Condition for Asset Management Using Satellite Imagery, Robin Workman. For the degree of Doctor of Education with a thesis titled Distance Learners' Use of Twitter, Networks and Communities, Social Presence and Learner Voices, Olivia Kelly. With a degree of Master of the Arts, Eileen Shaw. With a degree of Master of Business Administration, Jeremy Dixon. Dean McQuaig Laird. Brona Ramsden. With a degree of Master of Education, Stacey Ann Strain. With a degree of Master of Science, Einat Adam. And Harini Mosur Narasimhan. For the degree of Masters in Technology Management, Joshua Foy. With a degree of Bachelor of the Arts, Sarah Abernethy. Colin Alexander. Stephen Boyle. Naomi Brannigan. Georgina Clark. Colleen McCants. Daniel McCarran. Chloe McGoldrick. Tyrone O'Donnell. Tony Lee Ogden. John White. With a degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Colm Creamer. John Hennessy. Neil Hunter. Lauren Miller. Ben Sample. With a degree of Bachelor of Laws, Lee Collins. Owen Cairns. Ian Patton.
Director, graduates and honoured guests, today we celebrate a remarkable achievement, your achievement. Every Open University graduate in this room has walked a path defined by determination, resilience and an unshakable belief in the power of education. You've balanced careers, cared for families and met deadlines in the quiet hours of early morning and late nights. You are extraordinary. And so it is only fitting that our guest of honour this afternoon is someone who truly embodies the spirit of the Open University. Gillian Quinn's journey with the OU began not in a classroom, but in a moment of inspiration at a degree ceremony just like this one in Manchester. Watching graduates cross the stage, hearing their stories, and feeling the energy in the room sparked something in her. She saw not just what was possible, but what was possible for her. Gillian took that inspiration and turned it into action. She enrolled with the Open University and through sheer dedication and brilliance, earned a first-class honours degree in psychology. We had the privilege of celebrating that achievement with her at our Belfast ceremony in 2018. Even then it was clear Gillian wasn't just a graduate, She was a force of nature. So, when we were planning our 50th anniversary celebration in Dublin in 2019, an event graced by President Michael D. Higgins and the acclaimed actor Stephen Ray, we knew Gillian's story had to be part of it. And when she spoke about what her OU journey meant to her and how it opened the door to her PhD studies at Dublin City University, she moved and inspired everyone in the room. Today, I am thrilled to share that Gillian will shortly be submitting her PhD and will undertake her Viva this autumn. Her journey is a powerful reminder that education doesn't just change lives, it transforms them. Director, graduates and guests, please join me in welcoming a truly inspirational alumna of the Open University, Gillian Quinn.
Thank you. Okay. Director, graduates and honoured guests, I am truly honoured and humbled to have been asked to speak to you today. Please let me first congratulate you on your remarkable achievements that brought you here, as I know firsthand the sacrifices, commitment and dedication required to undertake studies with the OU. With many of you holding down jobs, running homes and caring for your family, all while trying to submit TMAs on time. It's a mammoth feat. So the director of the OU has asked me to share my OU story with you. So when I was growing up, I wasn't particularly academic. I was more into dancing and singing and acting and things like that. And so by the age of 14, my parents had encountered some financial difficulties and we lost our home. And so to help the family get back on our feet, we left school. And I was 14 at that stage. So not being particularly academic, I didn't really care. I was delighted for the opportunity to get out of school. So hadn't done any exams. And so off I went into the world and got various jobs working in bars and clubs and restaurants and did whatever I had to do. And as far as I was concerned, education had bypassed me. That ship had completely sailed. And so I'd never, ever looked into the possibility of getting an education. So it wasn't until my husband Niall was invited to the OU ceremony in Manchester. He was being honoured for his philanthropic work, and so I kind of teased him and go, "This is where you got your freebie." He has since earned a degree. He did a master's in Irish history a few years ago, but at the time I used to slag him and go, "You got that one for free." But so it was at that ceremony. I was sitting there and I could see, like today, people of various ages going across the stage, and I was perplexed, going, how is this? You know, are not all graduates like 22? And the guy next to me said, no, people can do degrees at any age with the OU. And I said, yeah, but I never did any exams in school. And he went, you don't have to. You know, there's a pathway for everyone to fulfill their dreams and go as far as they want, really. And you start off with baby steps. And so I thought long and hard about it for about a week, and at the same time my daughter, our eldest, was heading off to university, and I was bereft because she was leaving home, and I was taking a good long hard look at myself going, you need to get a life now, you know, she's gone, she's flown the nest, you need to cop on. So at about 4 o'clock in the morning I decided to just embrace this and logged on and went onto the OU website with no clue of what I was even going to do. And so I thought, psychology, don't really know what it is, but like, I'll give that a go. And so that night, about 4 in the morning, I signed up for a level 1 and told nobody about it because I thought, I don't even know if I can write an essay. I haven't written an essay since I was 14 and I wasn't even very good at it then. So I kept it a secret from, obviously I told Niall and my kids, but I didn't tell anyone outside of that for probably a good year, because I was always great at starting things, but not so good at finishing them. So I didn't really need anyone outside of that to kind of go, you know, she didn't finish that one either. So I just kept it to myself. But I gradually, with the submission of every TMA and getting, better marks each time, I got more and more encouraged. And, it took me the 6 years. But you'll all know, like during the night when you're trying to get a TMA submitted and you're like pulling your hair out and going, I can't do this. I just can't do this. This is just too hard. I used to log onto YouTube at those hours of the morning and look at OU graduation ceremonies, and I just dig deep and go, come on, you can do it. You're going to get there. You want to walk across that stage and get your parchment. And so ceremonies like this are what motivated me to keep going. And then eventually I got there, and I graduated in Belfast, and it was an amazing occasion. My parents were there, and I was the first in my family to ever go to college, so it was great for them to see me graduate. And following that, I went to DCU with my research proposal, and I think they know that an OU graduate we're a different breed. It takes a lot to achieve this as an OU graduate with all of the life problems that go on. I lost my father-in-law during my undergrad. I lost my mum last year during my PhD, and so. But I think the OU teaches you to dig deep, and it makes you more resilient. And so, I embarked on this PhD journey with DCU straight after my undergrad. And I wanted to explore the lived experiences of former professional footballers and their wives experiencing the sports career transition. Because in football, unfortunately, there's a 75% divorce rate in footballers who retire within 3 years of retirement. It all just turns to sand for them. So obviously it was a topic very close to my heart. So I'm about a month away from submitting now, so it would have been unthinkable for me 13 years ago when I was sitting in Manchester at that ceremony to think that I would go on to do a PhD. It was just unthinkable. So, but I have the OU to thank for that, because of the gradual way that they give you the confidence that you can go on and do something else, and the sky's the limit. Really, they teach you. It's not just what's in the books that you learn about yourself. It's you learn how you can dig deep, and you've got grit and resilience to achieve really whatever it is that you want. If you survive this, you'll survive anything. So I suppose today I hope that there are family members here who are going to be inspired and who feel that maybe it's an itch that they haven't scratched. They might just go home and have a look online and see if there's anything that piques their interest. Certainly one of the recommendations that are going to come from my research is that footballers engage with the OU, even if it's just an open access course, just something, just start small with the baby steps, and it will transform their lives and hopefully save a few marriages along the way as well. So today, you should embrace today with both hands. This is your day, as they say. Congratulations to you all, and have a ball tonight. You deserve it. Well done.
Presiding Officer, continuing the presentation of graduates, I shall now present those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees and diplomas of higher education and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Jackson Armstrong. Declan Black. Stacey Brown. Stephanie Burns. Marianella Campbell. Chelsea Chambers. Shannon Conroy. Randy Cornwell. Philomena Curley. Jade Kuzak. Ryan Downey. Andrew Duff. Peter Dunphy. Catherine Edwards. Rory Fallon. Kellyanne Greenan. Stephen Hagen. Olivia Hart. Amy Hesketh. Nicola Hollis. Ashleen Hughes. Esther Jimenez Carrasco. Sylvia Kaczmarek. Catherine Kennedy. Alexandra Kinsley Smith. Nancy Law. Colette Long. Valerie Longo. Shannon Lunt. Mary Major. Owen Mallet. Cyllen McArdle. Jill McCarney. Maeve McChrisican. Kim McCullough. Kathy McElmurray. Aileen McElvana. Aveen McAvoy. Paul McFadden. Thomas McKeon. Norma McCune. Leona McPeak. Donna Meehan. Audrey Mitchell. Michael Mooney. Catherine Mullen. Louise Nugent. Hannah O'Hagan. Jordan Parker. Daniel Pettigrew. Brian Robinson. Sinead Rossbotham. Amy Seller. Dennis Chevron. Denise Simpson. Gemma Stewart. Christopher Taylor. Maurizia Taylor. Abby Thompson. Laura Toner. Isabel Vilhelme Rodriguez. Colleen Wilson. For the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Shelley Begum. Kerry McGrath. Samir Sabri. I present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Lucia Vaituke.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. I just wanted to say a few words about our final graduate, because Lucia epitomises the story that Gillian talked about and that everybody across this stage has today, studying while having a very active, demanding job. Lucia is a player in the Italian Serie A Women's League. She plays for FC Como and is a Lithuanian international. And she did her degree in 3.5 years. Now that epitomises an OU student. Lucia, thank you for joining us and travelling to Dublin with your family today, and good luck with your career in the future. Thank you. Well now, isn't that a great way to spend a Friday afternoon in Dublin? Wouldn't it be great if it was like this all the time? As Director of the Open University in Ireland, I could not be any more proud of what you, our graduates, have achieved, often against the odds, with your work commitments, your family commitments, and all the other things that get thrown into your life as you go through every single day. I believe that today you are the most amazing bunch of graduates anywhere in the world. You have believed in yourselves, and we've believed in you. All of us, your dedicated tutors, associate lecturers, advisors, the expert academics who have written the courses, the designers and the technologists who bring them to life, and all of our professional services team that make the Open University what it is, second to none. And now you've shown what that belief can achieve. It's no wonder that employers tell us that what they like about Open University graduates is that you're determined and you're driven. You've juggled study and deadlines with many other demands. So when opportunities come your way, remember, just say yes. Just say there's nothing holding you back. It's not a test nor a trick of the mind. Just say yes to opportunity. But you know, I've been told there is one thing that's even harder than being an Open University student, and that's living with one. So many of your family members, friends and colleagues are here today, so could I ask all of our graduates to give your families, friends and supporters a huge round of applause. When the Open University started in 1969, our pioneer students and staff really were taking a step into the unknown, putting their faith into a university that was using new methods of teaching that would be open to everyone. Many people thought that the Open University would fail, but instead it's been one of the most successful universities in the world. Over 2 million people have studied with us. That's not a university, that is a social movement, and it's you, our students, who make the Open University what it is. But we owe a huge debt of gratitude to the vision of the university's founders. Foremost amongst them was Jenny Lee, the woman to whom Harold Wilson, the then UK Prime Minister, gave the job of taking the idea of a University of the Air and making it into a reality in the late 1960s. Jenny Lee, whose own journey from a Scottish mining community to Minister of State in the UK government shaped in no small measure what the Open University is today. She believed that the OU had to be a university for everyone, rich or poor, man or woman, black or white, and that it would do that whilst maintaining the highest of academic standards. You, our graduates, have achieved those high standards of scholarship and professional practice that she was determined we'd maintain while opening up all the opportunity to more people than ever before. Curiosity is what drives us, and I'm so glad you chose to join the most human of adventures, to learn and live, as it says on our university's crest. Here in Ireland, we continue to take forward that work with significant and growing numbers of people across the island studying for certificates, diplomas and degrees across every single county on the island, north, south, east and west. In addition to our formal certificates, diplomas and degrees that we're celebrating today, we provide a lot of free learning through programmes on television, radio and also through OpenLearn, our free online platform. Last year, across Ireland, over 155,000 people engaged with those free courses on OpenLearn. And building on that success, I'm delighted that our Ireland team has launched a new OpenLearn hub with The Wheel to promote the development of leadership skills within the charity and community sectors in Ireland. In the autumn of 2024, along with our partners in the Irish Prison Service and the City of Dublin Education and Training Board, the Open University was featured in the Virgin Media documentary Women Locked Up Inside the Docus. The final episode featured a graduation ceremony in the prison, the first ever time a woman inmate graduated with a degree. But it was a culmination of the Irish Prison Service's educational programme to support that young woman and many other students. And it proved a real inspiration for people in prison, people that have life challenges, but it's a great piece of television and showing the power of education. So it's probably still on the Virgin Media player if you can get access to that. I'm also delighted to share with you that in 2025 we were named the Daily Mail University of the Year for Teaching Excellence. And that was backed up by a survey across the UK which ranked the Open University in Northern Ireland #1 for student satisfaction for 20 years in a row. That's a testament to you and a testament to our staff. So we look forward with some nervousness to the publication of the latest results in a couple of months' time, but we're all going to keep our fingers crossed. Graduates, as you leave today, I hope you'll be an ambassador for the Open University and all that we stand for. Our values of social and environmental justice, our commitments to inclusion and diversity, and above all, our mission to be open to people, places, methods and ideas. The completion of your qualification means you join a community of Open University alumni across the world. You can continue to keep up with news, access careers advice, and, as some people told me crossing the stage, they're already coming back to study with us. You remain a member of the OU family. Do share your experiences with others. Let them know what your journey has meant to you and what it could mean to them. And when we listen to Gillian's words, I think that would just echo everything we've experienced here today. And Gillian, thank you for the most powerful address. We're really proud of you, our graduates, and we're thankful to everyone who helped you on your journey. It's been a beautiful day. Don't let it slip away. I'm sure today will be a very happy and proud moment for you all. So would all of today's graduates who are able to do so to please stand. And may I ask all our assembled guests to congratulate these amazing individuals for one last time. The proceedings of this ceremony have now been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all of you who are able to do so please stand?